Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing my completion review of the diamond painting of this here. Yes, it does have Mary's diamonds on its image because I think they just didn't want you to be able to copy the image from their website, but that's fine. It's just for my thumbnail purposes. It's called A Lucky Cat by Max Grachev. It's from Mary's Diamonds. I got it for $24.90. It was in their clearance section, so I'm not sure if this is still available, but I will link it below if it is. Otherwise, I'll just link Mary's Diamonds below. It's a 40 by 39.5, so it's a little bit smaller than the 40 by 40. It's on poured glue with square drills that do have DMCs, and there were 22 colors in all. This took me 6 days to complete, and here it is. Wait, let me move you up so you get the whole picture. Yeah, camera's not straight. I should totally get a new background. My background has these lines that makes it obvious when my camera isn't straight. But yeah, here it is. I think it turned out, I think this was a good size for the image. It turned out well. It has all the details I think you need for the original image here. See? I think it's a little bit more dark, I think, in color than the original image, or it could just be how I printed it. I have no idea. Yeah, now that I'm looking at my original image, it is a little bit more saturated in color than the original one, but it still looks good, I think. It's so cute. So yeah, what did I do? Okay, so I did end up using AB drills for the whole pendant here. See, for this pendant, you can't tell any of the design on the pendant. Like if you see the original picture, it looks like there's some sort of maybe Chinese writing. I don't know. I'm not Chinese, so I don't know if that's Chinese writing. But so yeah, I mean, I did replace it with ABs, so it's not the original color, but I just thought it was a good, since it's like a pendant, I was like, let's make the pendant be ABs. So I don't know how well it's turning out on the screen, but I'm hoping you'll be able to see the AB sparkle. I don't know. And then I also, well, I should stay zoomed in. I also replaced the jewels on the cat, like these jewels here, and I used these quad cubes that I got from AliExpress. I just got like a mixed color batch, so then I just kind of poured them out, and then I just kind of chose some colors. I kind of did like a gradient because the original stuff that was charted there, like it was a little darker over here and then it was lighter over there, so then I did kind of choose like a more gradient look on it, but I was like, okay, that works. I did end up like this red, like it was a little bit bigger than what was charted. I mean, these are a little bit smaller than what was charted, but so then I just kind of filled in everything else with the red to make it not look funky, but yeah, no, I was like, let's give the cat some bling. I hope what I did is not some sort of like superstitious unlucky thing. Yeah, Chinese have a lot of superstitions, but we'll just be like, I gave the cat a little extra bling. So let me move you. Did I unzoom? Oh, okay, I unzoomed because I could move my, I could move my camera up and then I could also zoom in, but yeah, here it is. So let's see, what did I say? Okay, so if you watch my kitting up, move you down a little. If you watched my kitting up, I did have some issues where this is how Mary's Diamonds drills came before. They have since changed it. Like the last time I got the Mary's Diamonds, my Jungle Cat one, they did come in baggies. So the way it used to come is, or at least when I got this, they came in these individual packets and then the packets didn't even match each other. So I did have the issue where these are both 900. So Do you see it says 900, and then this says 900. But if you look at them, the shades are different. I'm really hoping that the shades will show up on camera. Like this one is a little bit darker than this one. So so then I was kind of afraid to diamond paint it, especially since it's the color of the collar. I was kind of afraid to diamond paint with like the 2 shades in there. So I did contact Mary's Diamonds and ask if I could get different ones that were all the same shade. So they did send me the different ones that were all the same shade. The problem is, this is what they first sent me. I don't know if you could tell, but these are round drills. So they sent me 900, but in round drills. So then I contacted them again, and I was like, yeah, I got the drills, but you sent me round drills. So they did send me out the replacement 900s. So these are the replacement 900s. So they did send me out the replacement 900s. But it did take a while, and I think that's also why I did not do this one right away. I think I've had this kitted up for like 2 months, maybe 3 months. I don't remember anymore. I need to start documenting when I kit things up. But yeah, no, I kitted this up a little bit a while back, so it kind of stopped me from doing it. And then, you know, after you get them, you're like, I have other things I'm working on. So I did take a while to start it, just because it was, you know, that's the thing. This is kind of the reason I keep my drills, is because when you do have problems like that, you could just either just look through your stash and see if you could use it. But I kind of wanted, because I think there was a good amount of 900 in here, so I didn't want to use my stash drills, especially when places like Mary's Diamonds does have the drill insurance. So I figure use it. If they're offering it, use it. And then, otherwise, I had a lot of drills left over for everything. It was so many extra drills, except this one. For whatever reason, I have very few of this. I was so afraid I was gonna run out that I went and, because, okay, if you do run out of drills, you want to go to your stash drills first and make sure you have the same shade before you use them all up, because if you use them all up and it's harder to shade match. So I did go get my stash drills, and I was like, okay. I found one that I do have some, but I did not end up actually running out. I did have just this much left, but it was very scary then. And I did have, it's not that much trash, but it's a good enough amount of trash that I decided to show it. For the size, and then, okay, so also another issue I had was the drill quality, probably because they did come from multiple places, like, you know, my 900. It seems like they came from multiple places, because, you know, the fact that you have 900 in 2 different shades in 2 different kind of bags tells me that maybe the drills came from different places. So I did have gapping in this one. Let me see. Zoomed in, like, can you see it? There is gapping in here. But for whatever reason, it actually was not that bad to multi-place this. Probably because there's a little bit more confetti in this. So confetti actually kind of hides gapping a little bit. For whatever reason it does, because I think when you have different colors, it doesn't highlight the gapping as much as when you have a color block section. But I think the reason there was gapping is, let me see how much more I could zoom in, but I'm not sure if you could tell, like, the drill sizes were inconsistent. Like, if you look at this here, this pic right there, it's much bigger than this right there. Like, I could tell the difference in the size. So this one is probably the correct size, but this one is too small. So when you have when you have drills that are too small, of course you're going to get the gapping. Also, I did also measure this one, and it is also, the canvas is also printed a little bit wider than the 2.5 millimeters across. So that could also have added to the gapping issue. But this is old stock, so I don't know if I can't tell you if the new Mary's Diamonds have better quality. Like I said, the last Mary's Diamonds I got was a round, so I can't tell you if their squares have gotten better. But they seem like they're doing something different because they don't come in these anymore. But I would have to do a new Mary's Diamonds to tell you whether or not they still have the gapping in squares. If anyone has done a newer Mary's Diamonds, and I would love to know if they still have the gapping, because yeah, I'm particular with my squares, so if there's gapping, I'm gonna not buy squares until I know they have fixed the gapping issue. But the rounds of Mary's Diamonds, I had zero problems with those ones. The last one I did, I don't even remember if I had anything to complain about. But for like, if their squares have not gotten better than this, then I'll hold off on buying squares from Mary's Diamond. Although I've seen, like, when I went to check their website recently, is they are doing ABs on their squares now. So I don't know. All I know is this is not, I don't like the amount of gapping in this one. Okay, so, I did do, I was trying, like, since I'm complaining about gapping, I went and, so, like, see, this is what I mean by gapping. You could see there is, you could see the gaps between the drills. So I was like, okay, you know what? I need to go find something else in my inventory, that I think has minimal gapping, and I specifically went to find something white because I feel like white shows the gapping the most. And while you do still see some gapping, I think, can I zoom in? While you do still see some gapping, I think this one here has the drills pretty much fit right next to each other. And this is what I would consider a good minimal gapping diamond painting, because, yeah, compared to that, like, do you see the amount of gapping in this one? So yeah, like I said, this is what I would consider a minimal gapping diamond painting. There will always be some sort of gaps, but there is a level of, there's amount that you're willing to take, and there's a amount that you're like, this is an acceptable amount of gapping. So this one is from AliExpress. It's from Home Fun. I do really recommend them, although their canvas, for whatever reason, I don't like. They do double-sided adhesive, so if that's a issue for you, then you might not want to get it. But I don't really have any problems with double-sided adhesive as long as it doesn't come off. But yeah. And I've also had relatively good success also from, so I'm now just going to cut it out because I'm going to put this on some black paper here and put it in my art portfolio. I'm not planning to, most of my diamond paintings I do for fun of diamond painting, and not necessarily that it's going to be artwork that I'm going to display in my house. So that's why I usually have more issues with quality of the diamond painting, because while the finished product is a plus, and it does make diamond painting more enjoyable, I also just like diamond painting, period. So to me, the actual, like, experience diamond painting matters a lot to me. So, and that's why when I see gapping like that, I kind of just, I don't just dismiss it. I'm like, I want it to be better. And I do hope that diamond painting companies will start, making it not gappy, because it's possible, and I have done ones that are not very gappy, so but yeah, since this is older stock, I can't speak for how good they are now. That's why I would love to know if anyone has done a more recent Mary's Diamonds and how is their gapping, because yeah, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, gapping is just one of those like really big annoyances for me while doing a square. Because one, I like to multi-place, so gapping is more noticeable when you multi-place. So but yeah, though this one just had too many differing issues. Although, okay, so I did say a whole bunch of negative, but positive. Drill field, beautiful. Like, it was really, really easy to read the drill field. And usually you could tell it from my containers, because since I scanned the legend to make my stickers, the clearer this like these labels are, it's pretty much an indication how clear it was on the canvas, and these were beautifully clear. So I give them a thumbs up for the symbol clarity. Now they just kind of have to print the grid 2.5 millimeters and not do that. Give a little bit more space. You don't need the more space, because I'd rather not have the gapping. But symbol clarity was beautiful. Like, one of like the most clear symbols that I've done, just because, like I said, I could usually tell how nice, how clear the symbols are going to be based off of how clear my scan of the legend is, because I feel like when it scans it, so when you scan the legend, you know, like if you do a photocopy, there's like that really bright light that gets shined onto the paper, right? So when you scan it, the same kind of like bright light goes through it. So lots of times when I scan, you do see the texture of the legend. So since this, I think this is one of those since this is one of those felty ones in the back, those tend to be very, very clear symbols. So yeah, symbol clarity was really beautiful on this one. And I like the rendering on this one too. It might be a tiny bit too orange, more orange like than the original image, like but I think overall I'm still happy with the rendering on this one. But yeah, no, if it was not for the gapping and then the gapping, probably the inconsistent size drills probably did not help in the gapping. But yeah, for whatever reason, I was still able to multi-place this really easily without having to do the spreading out thing. So yeah, maybe because there's more confetti, but yeah, no. But there's so many diamond painting companies to try, so this was my try for Mary's Diamonds. I will probably try them again at some point in the future, but you know, I have so many diamond paintings. And there's so many new diamond painting companies to try, so if there's a sale, I'll try Mary's Diamonds again. But I would really, really love to know if their squares have gotten better, because otherwise I might just buy rounds, because I really enjoyed the round diamond painting I got from Mary's Diamonds. But yeah, if there's a sale and there's some image I like that's on sale, I might try them again. And plus I think shipping was free, so. And their customer service is awesome. They did send me the drills twice. I mean, sure, I got sent the wrong drills the first time. But they did still send me the drills again a second time, so. Oh. So at least I know if I have issues with a future one, they will honor their drill guarantee. So, although you don't ever really want to contact a diamond painting company, because, you know, you just want everything to be awesome the first time around without having to contact, right? But it is reassuring to know that if issues do happen, they will respond and fix the problem. So yeah. I kind of like for the, okay, even though it would be bad, and I actually don't like contacting companies because of issues, because I just want everything to be done and happy with. It actually is kind of good that I end up getting these issues so that I guess the viewers, you guys will know whether or not their customer service is okay, because you know most of the time you have no idea if the customer service is going to be okay because you had no reason to contact them because everything went awesome, right? Okay. That reminds me, like I had to interview someone recently at my work, and one of the questions was something about like, can you describe an experience with customers, an experience where you had good customer, I forgot what it was, something about like, it was something, it was, see, the thing is at my work, all of our questions are I see white. You know what I think I'm going to try to do instead of cutting it is get black marker and try to cover it up. So yeah, one of the questions was something about, can you give an example of when you, with a customer being satisfied with your work, and I was told that he was like, well, I haven't really heard from from them, so I figured there's no complaints. And I'm like, that's actually the best kind of customer service like record, is that you were so awesome that you did not even have a complaint, because that's how it should be, right? Everything should be awesome, that there is no complaints. Because yeah, if you had to deal with the customer, then something went wrong, right? Or you know, it's always where you're thinking about where, like, reviews are always about complaints. Like, I think sometimes my reviews are a little bit too complainy, but I mean, a review where everything is awesome is boring, right? So I try to find the issues, instead of, because I could write in my journal that, oh, it was beautiful, and I'm like, I could see that by just visually looking at it. I don't need to write it down. But like, the bad parts of it is the stuff that to me matters a little bit more when doing a review, because why can't, it's this felty stuff. It's not sticking to, so when I'm trying to peel back the paper, the adhesive is coming too. But yeah, I think sometimes pointing out the issues is more important than pointing out everything that's awesome, because I want the issues to get fixed, because I could be a possible future customer. So you want your future customers to come back for more, right? So yeah, I'm gonna just put in my art portfolio, which is massive. Okay. Oh, and I got this art portfolio from Mr. Art recently. There's my last picture here. Okay. the art portfolio was like falling off the table. And I've been just putting them in single-sided just because it's just too heavy if you actually try to fill this up. And I know there is a black paper in there already, and that's actually a nice, really glossy, dark paper, but it's really, really thin. So I just decided to just use my own construction paper that I bought on Amazon, since it is a little bit thicker, instead of using the flimsy black paper that's in there. But I just leave it in there. Yeah, there it is in my art portfolio. It's saying hi, and it's also saying bye. So thank you. This is all I have for today. So thank you for watching, and happy diamond painting. Bye.